Guten Morgen und willkommen in Berlin. My name is Maggie. I'm a junior in the College of Arts and Sciences studying theology with minors in history and German, but right now I'm studying abroad with IES Berlin in their Language and Area Studies program. Today I'm going to show you a day in my life here in Germany, so follow along for a typical Tuesday. So I picked up a little bit of lunch here from a bakery, and now I'm heading over to the other IES location so that I can pick up my public transportation ticket for March. Every month we get a ticket because they know that we have to do some commuting between the centers and our housing assignments. So yeah, thankfully we get free public transportation tickets from IES abroad. Since the weather's really nice today and I don't have too much homework, I decided to take a walk in one of Berlin's many parks. This is something I've really enjoyed doing the last couple of weeks, especially as the weather gets nicer. It's so great to explore Berlin through its parks, since every single neighborhood has a couple of parks that are unique to it. So yeah, just really enjoying the warmer weather today and hearing the birds singing. It's great that spring is coming here in Berlin. I'm back in my homestay, so I'll go ahead and talk about the homestay experience now. I chose the homestay option in Berlin because I wanted a chance to practice my German more often, and I also wanted the feel of living like a local, and both of those goals have 100% been fulfilled. I speak pretty much entirely in German with my host, so that's improved my language skills a lot. And she also has great insights into the neighborhood here. She's lived here for many years, and so that's always interesting to hear. Most of the homestays here are with single individuals whose child or children have moved out of the house and left an empty room, and that's also the case with my situation. And as for any culture shock, I think the language barrier is the biggest thing, but I've also benefited from some home-cooked meals and obviously her recommendations, so it's been great overall. Tonight's a pretty chill evening, so I'll probably do some homework, listen to an audiobook, and call my parents. One tip that I've learned for dealing with homesickness while studying abroad is to try to continue calling my parents and stay in touch with friends at the same frequency that I do when I'm at Georgetown. And I think this is just really helpful to keep in contact with your support system, even when it might be a little bit more difficult to plan due to being in different time zones. Thank you so much for following along on a day in my life here in Berlin. I hope you enjoyed seeing what it looks like to study abroad with IES Berlin. It's definitely been such an amazing experience so far, and if you're currently studying German or thinking about studying German, I would definitely recommend.